Hey everybody, this is JP Fireplace here, bringing you guys another part of Genshin Impact. So it's been a little bit, and if you guys can tell from behind me, we're in a new place that you guys have not seen yet. I'll give you guys a real quick panoramic. We are now in the province of Clee. Bit of a change from where we were last time we were playing around the Spiral Abyss. I'm going to catch you guys up real quick with where we're at. Look at our character real quick. Everyone's still at level 40. Nothing's really changed there. Amber's still lagging behind. No new characters yet. We have gotten to adventure rank 24. So I think we're up about 2 or 3 parts from last time. What happened was I got pretty hard gatekeep with the story. Had to get up to 23. And I was been doing my dailies every single day. And I kind of ran out of stuff to do after that. So I started exploring Leeway a little bit. A couple of other things I wanted to discuss with you guys. So if you guys notice, I'll zoom in real quick on this guy. You can see we are currently playing at the highest graphics settings now. So I don't know if that'll come through on the video for you guys, but I hope it does, and I hope we can see some pretty decent FPS increases also, because I actually got a new computer and a new monitor stand, actually a new not monitor stand, a new stand for my mic, so I can turn the game audio up a little bit and turn the mic audio, equalize it out a little bit more. So I hope you guys noticed that, and I hope that it makes for a better viewing experience for you guys. What I'm going to do right now is another housekeeping thing. We're going to check the mail real quick because there is a special event going on that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So right now there's a special thing going on with this character called Clee, one of the new characters. We're going to probably try her out towards the middle of this episode or the end of the episode. So you'll see me trying out a bunch of new characters. Other than that, there's also a special thing going on in the Battle Pass that I was going to wait to open with you guys. So right now they have Mona going on. We don't have her yet, so we can't really, and we don't have stored keys up here yet. We already finished our Seize the Day. That's me.
Hello, nice to meet you.
We're Spiral Abyss PTSD right now. Don't actually do that. I'm not going to do that for a minute, I don't think. I could probably make a better run at it now, though. Maybe I'll think about it. We're going to try out Clee and give these two an actual real try. These guys have been our like supplemental, like running around in the open world, like kind of people for a minute now. So maybe they're actually good. I don't know. But this is what I wanted to open with you guys. It's a 6-day event. I'll probably be doing this on my Twitch stream more than I'll do it on video because it's such a low amount of time. I'm going to try and get it, but it's called the Marvelous Merchandise. So, say a merchant from Leeway has been cruising around these parts claiming that he has a good deal, which he could share with some partners. So we're going to open this up. Rumor has it that people have seen an odd person show up out inside Mondstadt. Okay, so we will have to go to Mondstadt and check that guy out. If we don't do that in the video, definitely come check out the Twitch stream. That's where we'll be doing it. One last piece of housekeeping, and also just let you guys know where we're going in this episode after we're done housekeeping. We're going to be able to do a lot more story now. So these next parts are going to be a lot of story, and I'm not going to do as much cutting as I did last time because you guys really haven't seen Leeway that much. So I wanted to give you guys a good chance to actually see the place with me. We'll do a couple little things. And I'm going to cut in something real quick that you guys missed actually because I ran into it by accident off stream.
Did you just feel the power of Geo? Your connection to the elements is so different from the Vision Bearers. Seems like you can physically switch between elements. If so, then you just need to make an offering to a statue of the Seven, and the elements will respond, just like they did in Mondstadt. We're now in Liyue, which is ruled over by the Geo Archon. That's why the statues here look a bit different. If you ever miss using your animal powers, you can just get them back from a statue of the Seven in Mondstadt.
So you guys saw that right. Our character is not just an animo character. We go over to the statue of the Seven here in Leeway. You can see the god at the top of the statue is different than the animo god, or the Venti, in Mondstadt. And what we can do is we can resonate with Geo. This causes our main character, you see now he's all yellow instead of green, to be a Geo character. And he has a completely different set of abilities. And as you can notice also, he actually loses the wind slash on his attacks, so he has completely different talents too. And what these things are is they're basically little Geo bombs from what I can tell. They don't really, you can hold it down and position where you want it to go. But basically it just makes like a little eruption ball on the ground that is a traversable object, so you can stand on top of it. So you can use this to get to places you wouldn't really be able to get to otherwise, but you can't cheese the game too bad. And you can have multiple of them on the field at the same time. I'll try and make a point to show his ult at some point, but basically what it is a giant ground tremor, and the first talent you unlock lets you have crit to everyone who gets inside of it, so all your party members. And so remember last time I showed you guys we had to use this for Geo, for Noelle. 20-second cooldown, it takes forever to do these Geo pillars. Now with our main character, we can just hit it every 4 seconds. And the funny side effect of that is, since it's collapsing with terrain a lot of times, it actually doesn't stay, because sometimes it glitches a little bit with like certain pieces of terrain, but also can be kind of hard to aim because if you don't hold the button down. So we'll do that. And there you go. I don't know what that's going to give us. Looks like nothing. Must have done it in the backwards order or something. Try it again.
Leave it all to me.
Maybe it has to be like really quick or something. I imagine it just has to be really fast. There we go. Yep, I just didn't do it fast enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this character on Geo for a little bit and just show you guys as we run around, because it's actually kind of weird because you will need both Geo and Animo as you traverse this leeway area, whereas Mondstadt is more built for Animo main character. This one you'll find Animo stuff, you'll find Geo stuff all over the place. You really need to have like an Animo character as your backup, and right now the only other Animo we have is Sucrose, and they're not very leveled up for us. So I don't really think that we're going to try and level them up at this point because I'm just not really a fan of the kit. I might become a fan of the kit once I try them out in a more practical sense, but I just haven't really been blown away by it, and a lot of people I've seen have kind of not been blown away by Sucrose's kit too. So what we're going to do right now is you guys are going to come along with me as we traverse our way towards the next story spit. So I'll show you right now. It's connecting to our dailies, but we're going to go to the Rite of Dissension. And I might go back on my word, might do some house cleaning in this episode, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to at least get to Leeway Harbor so you guys can see that today. And then we'll try out those new characters like Clee and stuff because they're pretty limited time. I want you guys to be able to see them. Also, if you guys like the content, if you like anything about what's kind of changed about the stream, or I'm sorry, about the YouTube videos or the stream too, let me know and I'll look into it because I'm not sure if the mic setup is perfect or anything like that. So I'm definitely welcome. If you guys think it's too loud or something, just let me know. I'll turn it down a little bit. Alright, so we got Leeway Harbor. That was so much closer than I thought it was going to be. We can even just fly over here. You can hear the background music too. Very it's very China inspired area. This whole area, it's got a lot of like rice, it's like kind of looks like rice paddies and stuff like that. Very pretty, very pretty. Which it's kind of interesting because if you notice that a lot of the characters like Amber, Kaya, Noelle, the Mondstadtians, they're all, it's like Europe and Asia kind of next to one another. So you kind of have like feudal knights, and Noelle is like a handmaiden who wears armor and stuff like that. And you have like Amber's kind of just outriders. She's kind of like a ranger. And then Kaya is kind of like a pirate, like a European pirate or Spanish pirate or something like that. Kind of the way he dresses. And then our dude's obviously just some random dude who's dropped in here from out of nowhere. But all the Liyue characters are actually dressed like the main characters, not these peasant or NPC type people. All the main characters are actually dressed up kind of like Asian inspired, like Chinese garbs and stuff like that. And they're actual, I'll show you, like Amber's little pendant right here. I saw this on a little thread today. Her little pendant has little wings. If you have characters from here, they'll actually have a different design. It's more of a triangle, or I'm sorry, like a square, like a pyramid to it. So I say we wouldn't do the story, but this took no time at all. This place is gorgeous, so I think we'll go ahead and actually do some story.
If you want to find the Geo Archon, this is the only chance you'll get all year. Guess it's a good thing Venti brought it up earlier. Otherwise, we definitely would have missed this year's Rite of Dissension.
Do you know where it is?
Well, Venti brought up the time, but Paimon knows nothing about where it is. Look, we're already in Liyue, so let's go ask some of the locals. Oh, right. About the Geo Archon Morax. Did you know the Mora that we use is named after this god? But it's seen as impolite for people from outside Liyue to refer to the Geo Archon by that name. So we should refer to the Geo Archon by the name Rex Lapis, like the people of Liyue do.
Okay. So we're starting up the actual first chapter of the whole game. Chapter 1, Act 1. Everything else before this was prologue. We'll do a little bit of exploring around the town. Talk to some of the locals. And so, that's interesting. Something you guys might not have caught since I was running around. Liyue is it's around the water and stuff like that, but their Archon is the Geo Archon, if you couldn't tell from our character gaining Geo powers. Their whole thing is, from what I can tell, since their environment is very rocky, a lot of mountains and stuff like that, it seems to really play into their like theming that like Geo is very important to their god, obviously, but it's also kind of inlaid in their architecture, a lot of stone and stuff like that from what I've seen. So it'd be interesting. We'll see if that plays into anywhere, but basically what we're doing right now is we're tracking down the Geo Archon, and he only comes down to see his people and give them assistance, like a way to like look forward and like some kind of like a put them on the right trajectory for the year. He does that once per year, and we just happen to come along when he's actually to come around. So we're gonna try and track him down in this episode.
Rite of Dissension. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Isn't that today? Once a year, Rex Lapis bestows upon us his divine prediction, guiding us on how to run Liyue for the coming year. Last year, it was the Yuheng of the Liyue Qixing that was given the honor of asking for the divine prediction.
Liyue Qixing?
Ooh, Paimon knows this one.
Couldn't say that.
Mondstadt is to freedom as Liyue is to contracts. Liyue has a strong focus on business and trade. The Liyue Qixing, the 7 leaders of the 7 enterprises of Liyue, hold true control over Liyue.
That's what foreigners always say. But true control over Liyue will always be held by Rex Lapis. The Qixing is comprised of mere mortals. Rex Lapis is a god. Mondstadt's god is nowhere to be seen, whilst our god is forever with us. Stay in Liyue long enough and you'll see. Given that you just left your godless city, it's time you experienced what it's like to be in a city whose god has walked with it through all of history.
Alright, I don't want to be mean, but that character's voice acting like really trailed off towards the end there. I think that lady voices Paimon too. It sounded really close to Paimon. Started dipping into her Paimon range a little bit, I think. Talk to the sailor.
Oh, are you also foreigners here for the Rite of Dissension? To think I've lived in Liyue all these years and never come to see this before. I guess it's like they say, locals never visit the tourist spots. I wish you well on your travels. Liyue always welcomes you.
Alright. That guy was a little bit less rude, I would say. Yo, ladies, welcome from your godless heathen city.
You too wish to bear witness to the Rite of Dissension? Me too. We all do. As a businessman myself, how could I not take interest in Liyue's most important business trends? The
Fair enough.
17 predictions given last year made more than a few ripples throughout the industry. What's more, there's been a rumor going around that the Tianshui herself, Ningguang, has been acting secretly in the shadow. She wants the rocks created by Geovision holders to be exempt from taxation.
Wow, that's some super professional legal stuff, that is.
To be on the pulse of the predictions and the market is what makes this harbor what it is. Among the 7, Rex Lapis is the oldest deity. His keen sense of strategy is well trusted among his people. Understanding the predictions as soon as possible can make all the difference in making your fortune.
Fortune? So where can we see this Rite of Dissension anyway?
You're not at all close. Not to mention that if I gave you directions, as foreigners, you'd get lost along the way. So better to head to Yujing Terrace, to the high ground. It's the highest place in the harbor. Sounds like the best place for trying to communicate with deities, no?
Alright, you guys, so it sounds like we are going up the hill. So we're gonna grab this teleporter so we can quickly go down the hill if need be. And also because we are gonna want to keep up with that adventure EXP. That is one of our 4th and foremost goals and constant things we need to... lost dog. Looking for a lost dog, Adult Swim, Black or Crescent shaped white fringe. We will actually be able to find him out in the... There's like a weird amount of depth to this game in terms of like what you can and can't do. Like a lot of these characters actually have a lot to say. And a lot of them actually have or a quest or they'll give you something randomly. So kind of worth talking to all of them. Since we're doing like kind of more let's play stuff, we don't really have as much time to go around and talk to every single person in the game, especially the NPCs. So I'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys want to see me talk to more people, definitely let me know. I might just do like I'd probably end up doing a whole episode where I went around and just talked to people in the towns and kind of, or around the provinces just to see like what they were doing. I wouldn't probably do that and make y'all listen to that into a regular video, so I would probably break it up into its own spot. I'm doing some creative platforming here, as is allowed to us. I mean, this looks like where the Dissension is going to be. It's very gilded looking palace and stuff like that. But this is probably where it is, since there's people here actually.
I heard that the best time to make a wish is today, during the Rite of Dissension. Wanna give it a try?
Sure. What are we gonna wish for? Place incense in the censer. Imon's gonna wish for money and food.
Oh, you also want a little Adepti luck too? Seems you know a lot. Making a wish during this time is sure to get you the blessings of both the Adepti and Rex Lapis himself. I've already made my wish, so you can take this.
Great, thanks!
I wish I could find my sister soon. Still thinking about his sister. Oh, it lit up. Maybe it's some of our powers at work. So we gotta go make another wish. Huh. Or are we gonna go pray? And we made a wish already, so this is probably us praying. Gonna pray for more sister. Place incense in the censer.
Your first time in Liu? Actually, it's my first time to see the Rite of Dissension too. Ah, look, that's Miss Ningguang of the Liu Xixing.
Oh my. She is definitely a playable character.
Only
You can
those
tell
who
by
have
those
control in
frills
Liu
on her
can
back.
preside over the Rite of Dissension. Oh yeah, not sure if you knew, but most of the Adepti appear in the form of various beasts. I heard that when attending these kinds of formal occasions, Rex Lapis himself appears as a celestial cross between two of Liu's ancient mythical creatures. Ah, sorry,
kinda
I
cool.
shouldn't interrupt your wish. Please, take this.
I wish I could get some leads from the Geo Archon. I like the yellow he's rocking. Looks cool. The green is good too.
Great! Now that we're all done with the wishing, guess Who knows how long that Miss Ningguang lady is gonna take?
Probably about as long as it takes for me to walk up and talk to her. So, if you guys didn't know this, I actually found this out. So apparently in the, like, I think this is in the manga or something like that. I'm not really sure. I don't keep up with it. But I saw some discussion about character building and if it was worth investing in the Traveler as a character himself. And since he's so easy to invest in, most people say yes. But apparently this game will continue on past just this certain bit of the story we're in right now. So what's going to happen, every new land we go to, the Traveler will actually be able to go in, like, take the, what's it called? He'll take the vision or the element of that area. So we are in the Geo one and Animo is in Mondstadt. So we get Animo and Geo respectively. So if we go to the next area, like we go to some place that has like a hydro, or we have someone who goes like a shocker or something like that, or cryo, we'll actually get that as on our character, and we'll be able to swap between those every time we go to a statue. So something that's kind of cool for you guys to think about if you're playing this game, that it's like, if you guys are watching this like in post and it's been like a year since the game came out, this character might have like 4 new abilities, like be completely different character. It might be top tier, it might be bottom tier. It's really interesting to see how this game is going to progress.
Whoa, look at all the people! We gotta get up front. We can't see squat back here.
The hour is upon us. Rex Lapis has been killed. Seal the exits.
What? What's going on?
Holy crap. So you got Venti getting like his power stolen, and they just killed the Leeway god. Damn, man, these guys are take no prisoners.
The Geo Archon is dead? Oh no! The Millilith! Looks like they're nabbing suspects who got too close. Paimon's freaking out! The killer is amongst us! Wait, we got close. Are we suspects? Wait, where are you going?
It was a god we faced off against when we first arrived in this world too. That's true. When we actually first fought, she kind of like banished us down.
There's a whole bunch of soldiers out there too.
So I did find out, if you guys were mad at me previously,
You may not be the killer,
we
but
can't actually
let
crouch
them
in these
get
areas.
you.
I didn't realize.
But can we even get out of here safely?
No, I didn't mean to. I thought that he would look the other way. I swear I've played Sly Cooper before. I think we're gonna try and get this guy to look over this way. That way. Nope. You don't know nothing. You ain't seen nothing. No, you ain't seen nothing. Okay, now I can climb. I couldn't climb in the other one. They upped the game on us though. They let us throw rocks and stuff now. Throw this rock. That's not gonna do anything. I need this guy to look the other way. I'm gonna try and sneak by. Go! 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 I think we made it. Haha! Adventure's the worst stealth person ever. Nearly got caught like 5 times. Run for it, Paimon!
They're here! Arrest them! There's nowhere to run!
Hey, buddy. Hold still.
Stop! Stop!
Come with me.
Paimon's exhausted.
Just what muscles does magically floating use exactly?
So insensitive! You have no idea just how tiring floating around. Wait,
Yeah, like we got this dude who just like killed 5 guards and saved us. Maybe we should
who
talk to
are
him.
you exactly?
Call me Child.
Weird name.
What? So we're supposed to dote on you?
This dude got like a Fatui garb going on. I don't know about this guy.
No, not at all. It's an alias of sorts. In Mondstadt, I don't suppose you came across a Senora by any chance.
We did.
Senora. Childe. You're Fatui, one of the Harbingers!
Yeah, I was about to say, he got the little head thing
Oh,
on.
no. Don't worry. I'm not looking for a fight. Senora gave you quite the bad impression, huh? Pfft, that woman. Can't say I'm a fan either. Right. Let's forget all about her, shall we? I'm here to help you.
Help?
Yes, help. I'm not a bad guy. Oh, okay, perhaps I'm kind of a bad guy, but I'm not here to give you any trouble. Would it be too much to ask for you to keep the sword sheathed?
For now.
I thank you for your knightly nobility. I heard of your deeds in Mondstadt, so I couldn't help but notice you during the proceedings back there.
Shows how much I'm paying attention. I didn't see him at all.
And because I had my eye on you the whole time, I know it wasn't you. Someone else was clearly behind it.
Who could kill a god in this area? It's not like Venti who was all like wiped out. This was like a full-blown like dragon.
But, regrettably, given I'm a Fatui envoy from Snezhnaya, there's no way I'd be trusted after something of this magnitude. The ruling Qixing of Liyue has always been overly suspicious of us.
Well, can you honestly blame them?
Guess I shouldn't try to deny that. Okay, sure. Maintaining a distance between strangers is probably a good idea. Either way, I'm already used to it at this stage. But right now, if you want to clear yourselves of any suspicion, you need to get yourselves to Northland Bank. Staying here isn't an option. As the old Liyue saying goes, the walls have ears.
Okay. So we are now basically probably a fugitive of this area, so that's definitely something that I didn't expect was gonna happen. Honestly, I gotta say this game, it's pretty like, I know a lot of people probably like who watch anime and stuff like that are probably pretty used to things like this, but I honestly don't feel like this game's story is bad. It's like, I don't feel like I feel like I've been genuinely surprised about some of the way that the story has gone, to be honest with you. It's like, I honestly thought we were just gonna meet him and it was gonna be some like mythical like dragon, like, oh, you are now the chosen one. Look at how cool you are. And it's like, nope, the god's like straight up dead. He just falls out the sky, hits with a big hard thud and just pff, dead man. I gotta say, I was kind of looking forward to meeting him. He seemed like he was gonna be a cool guy. Everybody was talking him up. Been hearing about him across the world for like a good couple of good little while now, and now we got the Fatui over here, where bad guys not 45 minutes ago nearly killed our god, saying they didn't kill this god all of a sudden. That's likely. And now they got this neon sign over top of this wood placard. How'd they do that? That's magic, man. I don't know. Alright, so I think instead of going to this next part of the story, what we're going to do real quick is, not real quick, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually try out some of the characters that I told about. So if you guys are just looking for story, we're probably going to play through most of these guys, and then we'll do the story in the next part. So this will be the end of the story for anybody who wants to watch. We will be doing looking at Clee, Jinque, and Sucrose for the next little bit, just to get our trial stuff. And I also really want to try out these characters. I'll leave Clee for last, because I really want to try out these characters we already have. Because we already have these guys, and if they're really good, then I really want to start using them. Because I haven't really given them a fair shake. I mean, to be completely honest, I haven't even looked at them ever since I put them in the bank. Okay, so he has rain swords, and his ult is like rain swords. Okay, so lots of rain, lots of swords. So this guy has the same combo as our main dude. Oh no, his combo is a little different. I forgot. It was Kaie mostly has the same one. He has a big AoE slash. What's his hold? His hold is the same as our main dude. Okay. I just want to try him out. I don't want to try Zhangling out yet. Alright, the combo is not too bad. Feels okay. It's not as like bombastic as like what's his face was Venti? Let's see what his ult is. Okay. These maintain between people? They do. That's cool. So he has like periodic like damage that he can just do. Kind of like another character, kind of like Jingling here. Jongling here. Jingling. What am I saying? Alright, so these little swords. I think the swords are actually, if I remember correctly, they're like a buff that it happens. Yeah, I think they're like a buff that gives you reduced damage, if I remember correctly. Or reduced damage on dude. So that's pretty useful. He's kind of like a defensive DPS, and he has a continuous water buff he gives. Okay, so we'll go ahead and leave this one, and we'll try out Sucrose. I want to see... Apparently Sucrose is a girl, too. I was calling Sucrose a boy, like, so much. It was kind of bad. I feel kind of bad about that, honestly. I can't tell if boys or girls are girls. Although it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Okay, so Sucrose is an animo character. The last character was Hydro, if you didn't realize. He is about enemy positioning. Her elemental skill is gathering enemies in one spot, and her elemental burst attracts enemies. Okay, so she attracts enemies. What does that mean? Let's try and gather these guys up. These are all ranged characters. Okay, so just like spot damage, I'll call that. Interruptible. What is this? Is it knockback? It is. Okay, cool. So this gathers people. Okay. And they put her with Lisa. That's perfect, actually. That's actually exactly who you'd want. Because this character actually doesn't do that much damage. This is a fully, like... This is like the trial character. So... This is like who you would want to like showcase your OP-ness to them. She does actually produce Swirl quite a lot because she has in her autos. Her having interruption on her main attacks is kind of awkward. I don't think any other character has that. Very strange, very strange. Alright, let's group this. That didn't really do much, but... Okay, so that brings everyone together. We'll do Lisa's. Oh, it keeps everyone popped up too.
Let's spark things up a
Bring them together again, because Lisa's pushes everyone out. Okay, it's not terrible. It's definitely a support character. And not a support character in the sense of like necessarily like the good kind of support character, I feel like. Unfortunately. Because Lisa's doing all the damage with her like procs. Alright, let's bring everybody together again. Try and see if they can't. I mean, she might be good if you had like a continuous damage dealer already, but I don't really like the way she pulls characters together, I think. So, alright, so far, maybe Jing Kui will be somebody we look at. I don't think I'm going to use Sucrose. I don't like the kit. No hate if you guys like her. It's not my thing, to be honest. Clee is the current big banner they have right now. They have a lot of, if you guys haven't seen, there's a lot of YouTube, a lot of like ads and stuff around Clee right now, so I'm really hyped to try this character. I think she's going to be interesting. It's like a little girl, and she's kind of like Ziggs from League of Legends. Yeah, so she's like the happy character and all about explosions. So she uses bombs as her auto attacks. You can see 2 small bombs and a big bomb. Her hold is a laser beam, and her E has 2 charges. And I know her Q is... Camera's kind of weird with her because she's so small. She does pyro on her autos. This thing bounces and makes mines. Oh, we can't actually use anybody but her. It's her ultimate. This thing just damages periodically? Yeah. Okay, that was the hold. Big old blast, essentially. Let's see what this does. Okay, that did a lot of damage to Geo shields, I just noticed, too. Let's hit him with a big one. Pop. Alright, so that's the reason they give her so many Geo people, I think, in here. Is to let you know that she's actually... Yeah, she does a lot of damage to Geo shields, you can see. Normally we'd need Noelle. Yeah, normally we would need Noelle in here to get away with those shields. So she's ranged like kind of like a greatsword user essentially is the way I'd almost think of her. Her E's not bad. Her ult charge is pretty quick from like this sort of setup that they've given her in the test thing. And you can use her by herself, which is kind of nice. I like to see the characters and like what they do without everyone else needing help. I'm gonna go ahead and exit, but I'll talk about her. It's cute as a button, but it's one of those things that I think I could see that character being really good for sure. Give her the right setup and give her the right utility to go along with her. Like somebody who really brings people together and makes use of her mines. I saw her with Jean is supposed to be pretty good. Or her with even the Traveler is really good because the Traveler's Animo E can suck up the bombs. And when it pulls, you can't see it with this character right now because he's on Geo, but when you hold the E when you're Animo, it sucks up all the things in your area, so like enemies, and I think the bombs count towards that. So you can kind of see how that really works together, where it's like you drop the bomb, then you drop the then you switch out your characters while you have Clee's ultimate going, and she gives continual pyro damage while you're swirling her bombs and making those bombs do more damage. And a lot of her stuff seems to be pretty decent, so I don't know, maybe we'll drop a couple of wishes on the banner for her and just see if we get her. If we get her, we get her. We don't, we don't. I'm not really interested in getting more Sucroses, to be honest. So I'm probably not going to do that on purpose or anything. I see her banner is up right now. I'm thinking about investing a couple into this one and going for either Diluc or going for Mona, or this character down here and to the right of Mona, the little character, the girl character. She's supposed to be a really OP healer, so I might try that out. other than that, I think that we're going to go ahead and call it for this episode. I appreciate you guys hanging out. So what we did today, we went ahead, caught y'all up on where we are with the story. Bit of a confusing intro, so sorry about that. Trying to get my feet back in it. We went ahead and did some story. So the Animo God, the Geo God is like completely dead now, unless this is some weird farce that we're trying to draw out the Fatui evil people or something. And our character is Geo attuned, which is always cool. I didn't get to show you the ult, but you'll see that eventually when we do some combat stuff. And we got to try out Clee, Sucrose, and Jinquei in more of a endgame build sort of situation. So again, I appreciate you guys being here. My name is JP Firepledge, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.